Good afternoon, all, and welcome to this new topic on Hit Talk. जैसे हम सब जानते हैं कि ये Hitcon Hit Talk is basically a talk series wherein we invite a techpreneur or a tech innovator और हम लोग कुछ बात करते हैं कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी की दुनिया में जो नया हुआ है उसके लिए हम बात करते हैं। कुछ नई खोज हुई है, किसी ने कुछ नया काम किया है और जो हेल्थ के रिलेटेड है। सो व्हाट इज हिट टॉक? हिट टॉक इज बेसिकली अ टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म व्हिच कनेक्ट्स टेक्नोलॉजी एंड हेल्थ केयर. So I welcome you all today, and today we have got a very distinguished speaker with us. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Chaitanya Buch. Welcome, Dr. Chaitanya Buch.
Thank you very much, Pragnesh Bhai.
Dr. Chaitanya Buch, I think, is a well-known figure to all of us. Buch sir is a consultant physician practicing in Vadodara, Gujarat, and he is basically a physician by profession, but an innovator, a social entrepreneur, and lot more by his art, and always at young and always having some zeal and enthusiasm to do something new. So we fondly call him Cyber Secure Buch because he has got a degree in cyber law also, and we also tell him Computer Savvy Buch, that is CS Buch, because he has got a vast knowledge of use of technology in healthcare, and he is one of the pioneers who not only talks about using technology in healthcare, लेकिन वो खुद अपनी प्रैक्टिस में रोज यूज भी करते हैं. जैसे टेलीमेडिसिन, हम लोग सालों से टेलीमेडिसिन की बात कर रहे हैं सर, सालों से टेलीमेडिसिन से ओवरसीज और नेशनल पेशेंट्स देखते हैं. तो वेलकम डॉक्टर बुच वंस अगेन.
थैंक यू.
आज हम जो बात करने वाले हैं दैट इज अबाउट मेड मीनिंग्स. नाउ ये मेड मीनिंग्स क्या है? आई विल नॉट टेल एनी डिटेल अबाउट इट, सो विल स्ट्रेट अवे मूव टू डॉक्टर बुच. डॉक्टर बुच, ऑल योर्स नाउ.
Thank you very much, Hitcon, Pragnesh Bhai, and Hit Talk. First of all, let me clarify whether I am supposed to be speaking in English only or Hindi also, or it can be a mix of Gujarati also. Let me know.
Sir, it is the world of mixopathy now, so everything is allowed.
Okay, so then we'll have Triveni Sangam.
Yes, sir.
All the three languages, 50% plus will be English.
Yes, sir.
So MedMeanings is MED, that is medical meanings. And when I joined in 1974 Baroda Medical College, I saw my friends sitting and writing and trying to cram the spelling that craniopharyngioma, but they had no idea what are they writing. So they did not understand, but they wanted to remember. Now, remembering without understanding has no meaning. So I asked my teacher that, sir, how do I get an English to Gujarati dictionary for me and my friends? So he said, Chaitanya, there is no such dictionary available in the market, so I cannot give you the name. So after that, over throughout the studies of medical college, we obviously, you and me and everybody, every student world over, learned in English. But after 42 years, I had the opportunity, because this was a pending problem. So I had the opportunity to come out with English to Gujarati medical dictionary, thanks to Kedar and Amisha Desai from Baroda, who have their business of translation. And they are members of American Translation Association. And these ATA standards are there for translating from one to the other language. And they were doing translations for medical documents also, but they did not have any dictionary to which they can look forward to. So then they thought that let us come out with a dictionary. And that's how the idea in my mind in 1974. And then with them, they asked me that, will you be the chief editor for this? So they have 20 plus translators. They have all the 20 languages, including Nepalese and Burmese, and they were translating from English to Gujarati. So we found out almost about 80,000 words, which can be translated into Gujarati. And after that was done, they were all given to me every day, and every day I would transcribe them and edit them, and then we will correct them and collect them. Later on, we came out with the dictionary, and we were thinking that let us do it on, because we love our language and our mother tongue. So we thought that let us do it on 14th Feb. But our collector, the then collector, Bhagyesh Bhai Jha, he said that Dr. Buch, 21st Feb is Matrubhasha Divas. So I said that's a very good suggestion. So Matrubhasha Divas na દિવસે અમે medical meanings 80,000 plus words ની ડિક્શનરીનું વિમોચન કર્યું. After this was released, the first edition is already sold out and the second edition is already there. But the problem is that even if we sell through English or others or Flipkart or whatever or Amazon, it has still to be couriered. So the cost plus the courier cost, and we are now in digital age and digital would be much better. So therefore we decided to come out with a digital edition, and this digital edition has the advantage that when a student or a patient or an advocate or a reporter, anyone who has some doubt about the disease or looking at the prescription, Dr. Pragnesh Vachrajani writes down cholecystitis, the patient doesn't know what is cholecystitis. So he can just type the word and he gets the answer or the meaning in Gujarati. Now this has proved to be very good and patients find it very good that, okay, they have on the Play Store and they have Gajwama Gujarati. So that's how we came out with, and fortunately, now what we have done is that we had some price for the dictionary, but this Gujarati dictionary, Gujaratiyo દ્વારા ગુજરાતમાંથી ગ્લોબલ ગરવા ગુજરાતી કોમ્યુનિટી ડાયસ્પોરાને ફ્રી ઓફ કોસ્ટ અમૂલ્ય વસ્તુ વિના મૂલ્યે આપણે પ્રોવાઈડ કરી રહ્યા છીએ અને એનો બધા ફાયદો લઈ રહ્યા છે. એનાથી અમે ઘણા જ ખુશ છીએ. ઓવર ટુ યુ, પ્રજ્ઞેશભાઈ.
Dr. Buch, the idea, and it is very astonishing because it is very difficult, as you rightly said, because obviously the doctors day in day out uses the medical terminology, which is at times very difficult for patients to understand. તમે કીધું એમ કે આપણે કહીએ કોલેસિસ્ટાઇટિસ છે એટલે હવે ઘણી વખત ગુજરાતી શબ્દમાં આપણને પણ ડોક્ટર તરીકે તકલીફ પડે છે કે આનું એક્ઝેક્ટ ગુજરાતી પેલું યકૃત કે સ્વાદુપિંડ કરવું આપણને બી તકલીફ પડે છે. તેવા ટાઈમે ધીસ બીકમ્સ રિયલી હેન્ડી. that is very true. પણ એવું નથી લાગતું? યસ સર,
આપણે કરી તો શકીએ છે. એક ગંગાબેન અમેરિકાની અંદર, she is going to a doctor and she is told that you have this or you have a fractured rib, and if she does not know what is rib, and we have young people in India today who accompany their mother, and when we say કે એમને પાસળીમાં fracture છે, ત્યારે પાસળી એટલે શું? So we have so many Americans who are English trained in Gujarat who don't know Gujarati. So this dictionary is for patients who do not know English, and
right.
it is for doctors who do not know Gujarati.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect. So primarily it seems that this is useful for patients. No, it is not like that. It is useful for doctors also.
I came to Rajkot as an expert for a case, and the whole case for 8 years was ongoing because of the wrong interpretation of the post-mortem finding. And
True.
that was only the problem was that the doctor was okay, he wrote correctly, but the advocate did not have the dictionary, so he did not realize the right word, and therefore 8 વર્ષ કેસ ચાલ્યો. પછી ખબર પડી કે આ તો આપણે જુદી જ વસ્તુનું ઇન્ટરપ્રિટેશન ખોટું હોવાને લઈને કેસ લડી રહ્યા છે. So it is very good. And when there is a gynec conference in the city and reporters are attending, and when they report that there is an increasing incidence of cervical cancer in the women, next day in the newspaper આવે છે કે cervical cancer, ગળા ડોકના કેન્સરનું વધી રહેલું પ્રમાણ. So it is useful everywhere.
That's true. So if somebody wants to use this MedMeanings, how to go about it? Either they can purchase a book, as you said, or if they want to use it digitally, how they going to use this?
They go to Play Store, and for Android and iOS, for both, the MedMeanings, we have a registered app there which is approved. So MedMeanings, if they type, then they will be able to download and use the very next moment.
So
and
yes. So as simple as that, if you key in any word, automatically that gets translated into a language of other language, you mean to say?
Yeah, you type appendix, so it will search appendix, you press the button, it will speak how do you speak that word, and then
Okay.
it will give you an interpretation of the word. And once you have the interpretation, it has a uh, icon with which you can share to your friend or sister or mother. So
Okay.
that way, and every time you open the app, it will give you one word today. The word for the today will be shown to you irrespective of your interest.
Okay. Okay.
The advantage is that in printed edition, we do not have the feasibility of correcting in case if new things are added or old ones need correction. But in the app, we can do it every month.
Okay.
Right.
It looks like that when the government is thinking in terms of MBBS teaching in regional languages, I think this will become the need of the hour, and I think this will serve as a boon to all the medical students, I guess, and as well as of course the teachers, because we
Yes,
don't have teachers who can teach in the local language. At least as of now, I think as far as our knowledge goes in Gujarat.
that's right. Very true.
True. And Dr. Buch, you are a techpreneur. You use technology in day out, day in day out. What is your take on use of technology in healthcare in general, as far as doctors and patients are concerned?
Doctors, patients, actually in medical healthcare sector, what we have, my clinic name is Puja Clinic Lab Nursing Home. This is, I am giving you an acronym we are used in college. So P is a person with a need for disease consultation is a patient. So it is for patients. It is patient goes to consultant. So it is for consultants also, healthcare IT.
Hmm.
Then consultant thinks that this can be diabetes, so sends to the lab, and it turns out that okay, blood sugar is 600. So it is useful. Innovations are useful in lab also, and you want to read about it. It is library. Then nothing happens without the nurse. So nursing literature, nursing procedures, for everything, healthcare IT is very useful. And then comes next that if you are able to cure, it's fine. But if you're not able to do it, then you have to send to the hospital. And from hospital, the patient goes back to home. So, in answer to your question, I would say that healthcare IT is the IT implementations and helps and artificial intelligence and automation of the work. Redundant work can be avoided. Data is available on the spot in your pocket anytime you saw. Whether I saw the patient in 1988, I still, when he comes after 20 years or 30 years from US or Hong Kong, his data is still available. Last prescription is available. So what happens is that patient, consultant, lab, nursing home, and nurses, for everybody, automation and remote access and reliability of the data and accessing data from anywhere. And when I want you to refer to the patient, I can give you and you can read that. So these all things make it so easy. Reminders are so easy in your practice. You say after 3 months, so you'll be reminded. And my
True.
patients from US, they ask that, sir, my mother has forgotten, father has forgotten, I don't know, but after 5 years I was to do hepatitis B vaccination, but when is it due, can you let me know? And from our
Mhm.
record we tell them.
True.
It is, you won't believe the kind of ease that we have. And we have become now a directory kind of 197. That patient tells me that, sir, our relative has died, and they stay near the sarpanch of this village who is your patient, but they have no phone, can you give us his number to inform? So for blood group, for blood donation, eligible donor, we get requests, and from our database we are able to supply that.
So I think, Dr. Buch, you are the leading example of how technology can be leveraged beyond providing healthcare to the patient. You can say a socio-cultural things, and again, obviously related to healthcare. So as you rightly said, technology is very useful, and digital record keeping. Most of the doctors are now using electronic health records and all. But at the same time, we patients, the general society must come forward and adopt technology to keep maintain records. And so every time they come with 1, 2, 3, 4 files, and most of the time 50% of them are bills which have been nicely kept and preserved, which waste everybody's time. So I think this is very important. So I think as you rightly talked today, if you talk about med meetings, I think all of the patients and doctor must have med meetings in their phone. And as you rightly pointed out, a textbook cannot be revised very easily, but an app can be revised very easily as and when the time has come. Anything else, Dr. Woods, that you wanted to share today?
Yeah. What you said is
Mhm.
fine. And when there is a need, at that time you don't go to find out the library or the dictionary. Therefore, Gajvama Gujarati is very important, and we are now doing everything with only one device. Our torch is in the phone, our all things are in the phone, our recorder, camera, video, audio, telephony, everything is in one device, and therefore our dictionary also had to come to that one device, and that is
True.
what we will be using.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Buch. It was nice interacting with you today. And we must salute at Hitcon, we must salute you that out of your busy schedule, and you are a busy senior practitioner. I know you are a globetrotter also. You keep moving around places, and still at the whenever the opportunity has come, and in your busy schedule, you have taken us this initiative of building this very needed initiative of MedMeanings. Thank you, Dr. Buch and the MedMeanings team. Yes, Dr. Buch.
Yeah. Do we have a few minutes?
Yes, sir,
Because
absolutely.
this was an interview with Innovator, so I think those who are here, they must know, and we want to spread the infection. I say that I, in fact, will infect everybody with the digital culture. And therefore, I say, as Chairman Vadodara Internet Promotion Forum, that whether you are male or female, you need email. Correct?
True.
And once we use email, then, or instant messaging as of now, using all those social media and other things, we have to use innovative ways. One of the innovative ways for using of basic research in all sciences is an innovation. Then there is an incremental improvement. So what is innovation? It's a new idea which will change the business. If one does not keep track of the innovations and the new happenings, if we are not updated, our practice gets outdated. Therefore, and it is not only for the doctor, it is also for the patient. One doctor recently told me that my nephew, she is to be operated for a valve replacement. If you say I will get it done, so I said, why do you want the mitral valve to be operated when you have a balloon mitral valvotomy? So since he, as a relative, as a doctor, was not knowing, but he knew that he did not know. So he consulted, and we avoided thoracotomy, and we could do just simple balloon mitral valvotomy. And now she is, I think, about 10 years, and she is fine and has delivered children also. So innovation can be like renovation in the house. Innovation can be incremental. થોડોક એક રૂમમાં ઇન્ટિરિયર કરાવ્યું, ખાલી કાર્ડિયાક ચેકઅપ કરાવ્યું, વેસ્ટ્રો નથી કરાવ્યું, એવી રીતે થઈ શકે. It can be basic research, it can be path breaking innovation, and it can be totally of the kind which will lead to a disruptive innovation. And people who do not keep track of that, they, like Nokia, disappear. So we all need to change. The world only constant thing is change, and we need to all change from regular to digital. And once we make it digital, it becomes immortal, and after it becomes immortal, it is accessible by everybody. We have a rule that it can never be a single person or a single location where the innovation can occur. આઈલેન્ડ પર જઈને ઇનોવેશન ન થાય, પબ્લિક ને, કોમ્યુનિટી ને ફાયદો થાય એવું ઇનોવેશન કરવું પડે. That innovation has to be a new idea. It has to be according to Western science. It has to be profitable. કારણ કે પૈસા ના મળે તો ઇનોવેટ કરવાનો અર્થ શું, એવું એમની માન્યતા છે. But I will share with you 2-3 examples that I worked. I believe that terminology થી જ તકલીફ છે. That they say profit is required. I say profit is only money, but there has to be a benefit. If there is a profit or benefit, when I am not doing a business, I work for blind girls and provided them with cost saving braille project. I spend no money. People are donating used papers, and they are taking their exams on those papers, and we have never spent any money. And Surendranagar Beno, 20,000 rupees a month they spend on paper. Now we give this paper, they can save that money. So what I'm saying is that profit at the cost, and that too at the cost of somebody, is not a good idea. A terrorist can get 1 crore rupees by just it એક જ જણને ટપકાવાના મળી શકે, but that is not going to be good, and it is not socially good. એટલે આપણું ગુજરાતી આચાર સંહિતાની અંદર અને શાસ્ત્રમાં જે લખ્યું છે, લાભ અને શુભ, એટલે શુભ લાભ હોવો જરૂરી છે, એટલે બેનિફિટ હોવો જોઈએ. our experience with blind girls have led to cost-saving braille project which got PMO recommendation, and it is recommended for implementation in the state of Gujarat in all the schools. Same way, પેરાલાઇઝ પર્સન્સને ડિફીટ ડિસેબિલિટીમાં અમે હમણાં 116 કિલોમીટરનું કાયાકિંગ કરાવ્યું, કારણ કે એમના હાથ સ્ટ્રોંગ છે, પગ નથી ચાલતા, પણ ફોકસ ઓન રેસિડ્યુઅલ એબિલિટી, not on disability, and they have become now the India's #1 expedition from Porbandar to Somnath. And now such game is not there. It has not cost us anything to create a plant and other things. Only kayaks were required, training was required. Having done that, now we are recommending from Vadodara to Paralympics world over to include this as a new game. So an idea is enough. An idea for orthopedic handicapped girls I got, and I told them and taught them the use of mobile for internet surfing with a teacher free of cost, with payment done for coming for that for petrol. And within 3 months they found that, sir, there is a wheelchair dance competition in Shimla, and can we go? And they went. We partly promoted and sponsored, and to your and our surprise, even their surprise, they became, out of 150 teams all over India, the Baroda team became national champion. What I'm trying to tell you is that a boy, I think anyone who is listening, the last example, and I'll stop, that innovators don't have to be very highly trained. Innovators don't have to be very literate. And just now I came across a patient who is cerebral palsy patient, and she cannot eat on her own. Her mother is ill, so she cannot feed regularly. And father has to go to the factory and comes back at 9 o'clock night. After I saw the video, I tried to find out, and I found that, okay, that person is in Goa, and then got the number, talked to him, and realized that in 10 by 10 house, he said, he thought that if I, can you imagine, આ બહુ અઘરું છે, આવું કોઈ અમેરિકામાં વિચારતું નહીં હોય કે મારી દીકરી માટે એને ખાવા માટે જો હું કોક બેનને બોલાવીશ તો જિંદગી ભર એને પૈસા ને પગાર આપવો પડશે, એના કરતા તો રોબોટ ડેવલપ કરવો સારો, આવું એને વિચાર્યું. And he studied for 4 months on internet in 10 by 10 room with 10 standard knowledge, and he created a robot with ice cream bundles and other things, and he knew other things, and he created a robot in 12,500 rupees. Now when the daughter says that dal, the robot gives him by spoon dal. She says rice, he gives rice. So what I mean is કે એના ઓર્ડર કર્યા પ્રમાણે રોબો એને ખવડાવે છે, અને એનું નામ એના બાપે મિસ્ટર કદમ ફ્રોમ ગોવા હેઝ કેપ્ટ my robot. તો પ્રજ્ઞેશભાઈ 12,500 માં 10મું ધોરણ ભણેલો એક બાપ, બર્નિંગ ડિઝાયર ટુ સોલ્વ એ પ્રોબ્લેમ, અને એને કોઈ પણ ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર વગર, I talked about this to a vice president of a plane manufacturing and drone manufacturing company in USA, and then he gave me the details of what are the things required, and I told him that 10th standard student has made this. He was surprised that this cannot happen, but this has happened. So what I'm trying to tell is that for all those who are there, they have always extra success possible. Dr. Pragnesh Bhai, he is medico, but he learned MBA, and then he started with Hitcon. See, this is an expansion. So I always say that do not only do what you do something extra, and that will give you extra options, and that will lead to new solutions, a new way to look at the problem, and then you will achieve what you never even thought in your dreams. Therefore, to succeed, you don't only have to, I'll just tell you now another innovation, that I wrote a book, ABCD of Success, and published it on Amazon, and it is a book on success. And from India, Chetan Bhagat got #1, and from USA, my book was #1. What new release? So what I'm saying is that I never thought that I'll write a book, and I never thought it will come #1 in USA. The US university came 6th. So what I'm trying to tell is that aim and achieve, ABCD, aim and achieve, believe and behave accordingly, conceive and create, dream and desire and derive, then put in your efforts, excel yourself, and then evolve into the next being that you want to reach, that level. And if you do this and focus on this ABCDE and put in efforts, focus, then you will find global grand success. That is the success formula. And with that, I would leave.
Thank you, Dr. Buch, for words of wisdom. And as we all know, India is a complex country with a lot of diversified healthcare needs. And ये पॉसिबल नहीं है कि हर बार हर चीज कोई कोई प्रोवाइड करे हम उसके लिए बेटर है. आपने जो एग्जांपल दिया, so I really appreciate the example that you have given, and a lot of salutes to the father, because as it rightly said, necessity is mother of invention. So we request all the doctors, and that's why we want to use Hitcon Forum as a igniting platform for the doctors to get ignited and started their journey in the field of innovation, in the field that they're working. But let's do some innovation and let helps the our Indian healthcare industry to excel. We are already leading in the world. Our healthcare system is already leading in the world. But if doctors innovate more, and for a country like India, cost-effective healthcare as well as the quality which we are already providing, both are equally important. So Hitcon is a platform, as I said in the beginning, where technology meets healthcare. So we are looking forward for more and more such discussion about technology in healthcare in the coming time. Do keep us connected. And thank you, Dr. Buch, for joining us today. And thank you, all the viewers, for joining us today. Thank you. Bye
Thank you
bye.
all. Thank you.